Hey traders, welcome to We Trade Waves weekly forex forecast. Guys, I really hope all of you made money last week. Market was moving as expected for almost all the peers. So, if you are new to We Trade Waves channel, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon to not miss any update, and all of you, keep watching till the end. I have a lot to cover today. Let's start as usual with euro-dollar. For this one, if you remember, last week we said we are expecting market to drop, right? Drop, corrective structure, and drop. So, before we cover what's next, let's go to the last week's forecast. And again, all of you are new, make sure to subscribe, guys, to We Trade Waves channel, and go back and watch our previous forecasts. Okay, all of them are on our YouTube channel, on the homepage of the YouTube channel. They are here. Just go back and watch some of them, especially those of you are new. If we go to the last forecast, which was this one, and by the way, thank you very much for all of you who are liking and commenting, guys. I'm personally reading every single comment, and I'm trying to reply as much as I can for some of them. So for $, if we go to this one, let me just show you this. If we click the play, of course, without the sound, this was last week's forecast. Drop, corrective structure, and drop. This is the before, okay? So if we go to this one here, look at this. So drop, corrective structure, and drop. This is 3 waves in advance. In a few minutes, guys, I'll show you as well the trades of the week that we have covered during the last Sunday session. So for this one, I think it's clear for you. Drop, corrective structure, and drop. If you have traded this drop, guys, perfect. If you have traded this up wave and this drop, amazing. You must have made money. Now, before we cover what's next, let's see why market gave us this structure and why we were forecasting this one. Number one is this one. We're expecting market to give us a corrective structure similar to this. You remember that? So this is the wave and this is the structure. Alan, why market actually give us this drop, pull back, and then fall? We do not understand that. Let me explain you this one in the 1 hour, because again, these sort of explanations, guys, and these sort of, I would say, structures, I'm giving so often nowadays because a lot of you are liking and commenting. So if you are liking We Trade Waves forecast, guys, make sure to like and comment, because YouTube algo will share this forecast to more traders. They might need help. Remember, this is the exact way you found us, all right? So for $, this is 1 hour. This euro-dollar 1 hour chart, by the way, we are using TradingView as charting platform. From this top, what happened here? We've got a drop, corrective structure, drop, corrective structure, and drop. What is this here? This is a downtrend, guys, okay? And especially for traders who trade lower time frames. Why this important? Because market makers, they focus on this stuff. Of course, it's not manual. Everything is based on algos, but if you understand this one, guys, you will probably understand later on how to trade, and probably you can actually avoid some of the bad trades. Anyway, this is a downtrend. What this means? This is a low, lower high, lower low here, lower high, and lower low. What do you think we have above these highs here? Lower highs. We have liquidity. All right? So after this 5-wave structure, why 5 waves, Alan? Because if you get a drop, corrective structure drop, this is where retail traders, by the way, we are retail traders, but we see structures, we see charts differently. If you want to learn how, you can always go to our website to see how you can join us. But in this one, if you get a drop, corrective structure drop, this here is where most of retail traders, they have the confirmed downtrend. This is called confirmed downtrend, okay? But a lot of them, they will not enter here. They will enter after a pullback and then a drop. Regardless of where you will enter as trend follower, here is the next break, this one. For, I would say, people who trade smart money concept, this is called BOS, break of structure, but again, we see structures differently. What do you think retail traders will do at this point? Those of you, or I would say retail traders, I'm not criticizing, guys, I'm just explaining, right? Retail traders, they will go for this fall, for this downtrend, thinking that this will keep trending to the downside like this. But 70 to 80% of the times, market will not do that. What we'll do, we'll try to, market makers actually, again, all based on algos. But if you know how to read the structures correctly, you will understand where the market will go next, because this is the reality, guys. The charts are the reality. So back to this point of, like here, at this point of the time, after the 5 waves, market makers will push market to the upside to take liquidity above these highs here before they drop the market back down. This pattern, guys, is typically here in this one. Let me just show it to you. Let me clear all the drawings. Drop, corrective structure drop, and then a pullback all the way up, and then the fall. That's why we said last week, drop, pullback, and fall. We know actually these sort of patterns. We know how to read them, and we know how to trade them as well. That's what we teach you guys inside Weighted Raise Masterclass. And by the way, before I continue regarding the Masterclass course, the Masterclass is just, guys, I would say the foundation, or like the start for you. Because once you join us, you will get access to all of this, by the way, if you join the WW membership. And in addition to the Masterclass course, which will take you from basic to the advanced of weighted waves concept, most of the teachings, or most of the next level teachings, I would say, they are in the monthly Q&A sessions. And those of you who don't know and who were asking, the monthly Q&A session, guys, recordings, you can find them here in the monthly Q&A session tab. Okay? So once you join Weighted Waves membership, you'll get access to all of this, plus the monthly Q&A where you can find the recordings archive. Why I'm mentioning that? Because last week we have conducted actually March Q&A session. It was crazy session. We covered the top-down analysis for a lot of pairs, including gold, US oil, Bitcoin, US30, and we have covered some of the patterns that are actually repeating nowadays, which are advanced, what to focus on. And at the same time, we have covered some of the stocks that we will be focusing on for the next few months. So if you really want to actually get these knowledge and get access to these ones, all the details are on our website. Back to your dollar for this one. After this drop, corrective structure drop, I'll go to the 4 hours now. This is the structure that we're waiting for, a correction similar to this one. I showed you the before and after, and I showed you the logic behind these moves and this forecast. Our traders, they know how to trade each and every single wave. Again, that's what we teach you if you decide to join us. Perfect, Alan, that's fantastic. Market moves as expected. Please, what's next? For this one, after this corrective structure for now is complete to us. In regards to the direction, I'll give you the direction now, and I'll give you the scenarios. In regards to the directions, for this one, we are expecting market to push to the upside. This up wave, guys, it can be a corrective structure or an impulsive move all the way up to break this top and this top, like this, okay? So two scenarios, both of them leads to an up wave. And again, guys, if you are not joining us, I'll show you what you have missed during the last Sunday session, okay? So during the last Sunday session, we gave the trades of the week. And the last Sunday session, as usual, on every Sunday, it's for weighted waivers. And we covered almost all the pairs. We covered the YouTube list. We covered the indices. We covered the other pairs here, all of them. And we covered the requests as well. All the requests that people are requesting, they are here actually. These are changing on a weekly basis. But we covered all of them along with the news. Why the news is important? Because if you do not combine fundamental analysis with wave analysis, you will not have a perfect edge in the market. Okay, that's why you always start the Sunday session. Start the Sunday session always with the fundamental analysis. Why this important, Alan? Because next week we have a crazy volatile week. Look at this one. This is what we have for next week in terms of the news. All these news will be covered in details by T at the start of the Sunday session that will be conducted tomorrow at 12 p.m. UK time on every Sunday. Now, in regards to the trades of the week that we usually give during the Sunday session, I'll show you what we covered last week before I cover what's next for your dollar. Let me show you this one, and then we'll go back to your dollar. Look at this.
Right, that is pretty much most of your request. Sorted. If I've missed any of your requests, please bring it next week. I'm happy to do that. Now, the first trade that I would want you to look at this week would be, again, all of these majors, euro, pound, even gold, Aussie dollar and New Zealand dollar. All of them, start to look for your sell setups in them. What you're after will be a small pullback and a break to the downside. Minimum 60 to 70 pips, and best case scenario, it can lead all the way to 100 and 150 pips. Okay. Second one, again, I'm rolling it forward. Euro New Zealand, again, last week we expected to break down. It did break down. This week I'm expecting it to go back up. Once market taps the top, take some partials. Above that, if markets start to consolidate, keep holding the trade. It is heading to break this top and this top. Now, the third one was dollar chief. Dollar chief, I'm expecting it to go to the upside first in the first few hours of this week. Once market has gone above 88, we can expect it to go to the downside with the sell setup. The last but not the least, we are expecting CAD yen to the upside. As I've mentioned, all the yen alternatives, you can trade any of them. They will still be going to the upside, at least giving you 100 pips from the current levels. And then once market goes to the upside, we'll see how fast or how slow this goes to the upside. Then we'll judge the next move according to that.
Can you see that, guys? These are the trades that covered during the last Sunday session. And see what you have missed. Euro dollar, pound dollar, Aussie dollar, the majors, Euro New Zealand, CAD pairs, the yen pairs. So all of them. So you have missed the trades of the week. You have missed the, I would say, the forecast for all the other pairs. And you have missed the Q&A session as well. Plus the access to the Slack. Anyway, back to the charts. For Euro dollar, what's next? Like I said, I'm expecting market to push up now as a corrective structure or as an impulsive wave. In all the cases, I'm looking for the buy setups for Euro dollar for next week. But of course, we need to trade wisely and we need to trade correctly by applying our risk management and money management rules. Pound dollar for this one, it's the same, it's similar. If we go back to the before, which was here, I believe, this is pound dollar. So if I click play here, look at this one. This was the forecast for the last week regarding pound dollar, and market went all the way down. This is the after, okay? So I showed you the before, this is the after, market is in front of all of you. How to trade this one? Again, this is actually inside WW membership. Anyway, for this one, market gave us this drop, corrective structure, and drop. Same concept, same logic, and same forecast for this. What's next? I'm expecting market to push up anytime. Anytime market can start to push up correctively or impulsively. Why I'm saying that? Because in all the cases, we'll start to look for our buy setups for pound dollar. I'm repeating, guys, buy setups. Do not go on Monday and jump in because the levels are shared during the Sunday session. But for you guys, I'm trying my best to explain you more and give you the reactions and give you the logic behind the forecast because the logic is very, very important. As example, this one here, I showed you last week, but I'll repeat it again. This is 5 waves corrective structure, okay? After that, we've got this up, corrective structure up, corrective structure, and then all the way up. After this up wave, we broke the top, liquidity done, liquidity grab, and now market was ready to fall. Of course, after the major levels that we're waiting for and we're watching. So we've got a drop, corrective structure drop, market is ready now to push up again. Remember, these are the forecasts, these are the predictions, and this is a high probability chance move. Why this important? Because as a trader, you have to think in probabilities. You have to think in probabilities because there is no way to have actually 100% in trading. It's all about probabilities. So whenever we see an expected move, we always convince ourselves that this is high probability chance. Why is that? Because if you have overconfidence, you will start to over-risk, over-trade. So it's not like market has to go to the upside. We always say we're expecting market to go up and this is high probability chance move. You have to train your mind, guys, to think in probabilities in trading. Otherwise, you will lose. How? Because if you start to convince yourself that this market has to go up, you might be having you might be overconfident, and overconfidence, overtrading, over-risking will always lead to big losses. All right? So for pound dollar, like I said, after this corrective structure, market needs to give us an up wave. And this expectation to the upside is a high probability chance move. Up is the direction. If you sold this one, you must have made money. And if you remember this forecast, please give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. Again, this will help YouTube algo to share this forecast to more traders. Okay? And of course, keep watching till the end. I have a lot of structures and tips to give you. Gold for this one, it's like all the other majors as well. After this up wave, this was a double 3 formation here. Let me just give the colors here for you so you can see and differentiate the waves. This is the 3 wave structure. Okay, it's double 3 formation. It's a corrective structure. Corrective structure, guys. It's actually usually it comes in some sort of forms or patterns. Okay, so this one, it's double 3 formation from here to here. This is called double 3 formation. Why? Because we have 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and then 1 2 3. These are the double 3s, by the way. This one. So this is the first 3. As you can see, 1 2 3, and this is the second 3. That's why it's called double 3 formation. And in the middle is the connection, or is the correction. Okay? Anyway, regardless of the name, this was a corrective structure. It was actually clear to us. And as you remember, we forecasted this drop and this up wave all the way up, and market broke this top. After this up wave, market started to correct. What's next? This wave, guys, it can extend. Okay? Why I'm mentioning this part here, despite us waiting for a big corrective structure, for a wave similar to this one here, just to give you explanation regarding this one. We're expecting market to give us a corrective structure similar to this, okay? But this wave, this trend, this move can extend, because if the XY will start to fall, this will push to the upside, okay? So we might get something like this before the next wave, which means gold might be ranging here before the next structure. What is this wave? We are expecting this to be a running flat with a regular flat in the middle before the next move, before the next fall, okay? In all the cases, if you want to go for the buy setups, it's up to you. For us, we'll look for the sell setups after every complete structure. If you want to know more about when the structure will be completed, how we are expecting market to go for this level, all of this will be covered during the Sunday session inside the masterclass course and inside the live sessions that are conducted daily by the seniors, okay? So for this one, this is what they're expecting next for gold. Which wave to trade is up to you. Personally, I can see this happening for now. The XY for this one, this was again amazing, to the point. Everything was moving as expected. We said market will push to the upside. So if you go to the before, this by the way, gold, let me just show you gold before we actually go to the DXY, we said market will be falling and we start to get a drop. We are still at the top here for gold. But in all the cases, we said market will be falling and we've got the drop. Now, if you go to pound dollar, this is, to DXY, this is actually the XY last week's forecast. As you can see, 6 days ago, look at this, what we have said here. We said market will push to the upside, right? And we said we're expecting a wave similar to this one, minimum. So if we go to the charts, this is the charts now, and this is crazy. 3 waves in advance, right? Up, corrective structure, up. And the point is, weighted waivers, they know how to trade every single move and how to maximize profits. That's why I always say, guys, learn how to trade correctly before you risk your money. If you are actually lost who to join, do your due diligence. Search, go for Google, go for Trustpilot. You can always go to our Trustpilot profile, guys, to read what our members are saying. If I go to this one here, and you go to Trustpilot, I want all of you to go here and read what our members are saying. You will actually, you will be shocked actually what they are saying. And once you read, you'll know actually that all are our members. If you go back to DXY here, up, corrective structure, and up. This was the wave, and this was the move. Okay? Exactly as predicted, exactly as forecasted. I don't think actually anyone have this high accuracy as weighted waves, right? Again, if you don't believe, go back and watch our videos that are on our YouTube channel for the past, I would say 1-2 months. Go back and watch the past, I would say 6-8 videos, 8 forecasts, and do the comparison. Everything is in front of you and everything is public. You can watch on our YouTube channel here. Just go to this one and watch all these videos and do the comparison yourself. Okay? So, what after this upwave, Allen? What after this corrective structure and this up move? This was crazy. This was perfect. After this corrective structure, guys, I'm expecting now DXY to drop. And this down wave, it can go all the way down to break this low, or we can just go for a corrective structure, big corrective structure. Both scenarios, both waves leads us to a drop, which means any sell setup we get for DXY, will go for it. If you want more details about the news, what are the expected move for the news for next week, because like I showed you, if you go to Forex forecast here, these are the news for next week, guys. Like, it will be quite volatile week. So we will combine the news event tomorrow with the wave analysis to see which are, or like the potential next move or the potential trades of the next week. Okay. So for this one, again, after this corrective structure, we're expecting market to give us a drop, minimum to 1 or 3 levels. I'm saying minimum because market can fall more than that. But if we see the structure here changing and give us a bullish structure, we'll be going for the next upwave. For now, based on the current market condition, based on the current structure, we're expecting DXY to drop. Aussie dollar for this one, it's similar to all the other pairs, all the other majors. We've got a drop, corrective structure, and drop. Again, something similar to this one. It's the similar wave, similar structure, and after this complete structure, we're expecting market to push up now. This up wave, guys, again, it can be impulsive or corrective. In all the cases, just to make things clear to you, we will be looking for the buy setups for Aussie dollar. The direction is towards the upside. Can we be wrong? 100% we can be wrong. That's why you need to trade correctly, you need to risk small, and you need to trade wisely. Do not over-risk, do not over-trade, do not jump in, and never ever add to losing position. Okay? This is a trend continuation pattern, by the way. Up, corrective structure up, corrective structure might go all the way up to break this top once more if market will push to the upside. This is called trend continuation pattern, just for those of you are wondering or asking. And just to give you one more hint, because all of you are liking and commenting, if this will push to the upside to break this top, this guys will turn out to be a 5 waves corrective structure. And after that, we might go all the way down to break this low once more. This actually for later, don't actually count on this for now because structure might change. But this forecast is based on the current market structure and based on the current market condition. These are 5 wave structure, by the way, here as well. 5 waves corrective structure, and this is 3 waves corrective structure. Okay, so up, corrective structure, and the next move is most probably will be going to the upside. This the trade and this the move that we'll be focusing on for Aussie dollar. Next chart, dollar Swiss. For this one, market went down, and after that, we've got this up wave. This was again expected and forecasted. If you have traded this wave to the upside, you must have made money. What's after this up wave? We're expecting our market to fall, to drop. This the wave and this the move for dollar Swiss for next week. If we get a wave similar to this one, to the downside, we'll be trading the sell setup. Otherwise, we'll leave it and we'll focus on other pairs. But in terms of direction, dollar Swiss is toward the downside. Yes, all this was amazing, perfect, to the point, to the pip, as most of the pairs. So if you think that wave analysis only works on Forex, it's not. Wave analysis, guys, is understanding the mass psychology of all market participants, all of them, and try to read the structures, try to read the next move of market makers. Why this important? Because you have to be with them. You have to trade with the market makers, with the direction that market makers tend to move the market with. As example, in this one, we said last week we're expecting market to correct and then up again. Up is the move. This is not retail traders move, guys. This is market makers move, okay? Again, I'm repeating, nothing actually here is magical. Everything is based on logic. And if this is making sense to you guys, if this is actually, you think that this is making sense, you need to go to the next level. And the next level is inside WTW membership. Do not miss it because, like I said, you have missed last week's Trades of the Week, Q&A session, and the live trading room session as well with the seniors. At the same time, you have missed actually inside the stack some of the setups. If I go to the trade setups, look at this as example. This is the seniors are posting the stats here. This is EURUSD to the upside. If you go to EURUSD, you will see EURUSD has pushed to the upside. And this is dollar CAD. I'll go to dollar CAD in a moment, and I'll get back to this one just to show you. So US oil, corrective structure, it was done, and up again, perfect move, perfect setup, exactly as expected. Now, if we go to the before, just to show you this one, this was the XY, and this was Aussie dollar, just to show you Aussie dollar. We said market will be falling. As you can see, this wave was similar to this one. I just showed you Aussie dollar. And if we go to US oil, look at this one. Last week we said market will push to the upside. Again, I'm showing you the before, guys. I'm showing you the after just for the transparency. Okay. If we click play here, look at this one. From here to here, if you have traded this up wave only with US oil, you must have made a lot of money because we know people who trade US oil or traders who trade US oil or investors who invest in US oil, they make a lot of money with just these few pips, these few points. Okay. So again, this is only at tweeted waves. I'm repeating and I'm actually showing you the before and after, not now, but since the past few months. So you can go back and watch this one and check it by yourself. Again, this was crazy, perfect. What's next, Alan? After this up wave, corrective structure, up, corrective structure, up. Now we're expecting market to fall. We're expecting market to give us a drop. This drop, guys, might actually give us a big corrective structure. In all the cases, if we need to trade US oil, we'll look for our sell setups only. Any sell setup we get, we will go for it for US oil. If you want actually to keep holding some of the buys, you need to take 70% off and move the rest at break even in case market will keep pushing to the upside. This is something I'm not expecting at the moment, but in case this happens, you will still have some positions. Okay, so for US oil, the direction is toward the downside, and any sell setup we get, we will go for it. Dollar CAD for this one, after this drop here, we've got a corrective structure drop and then up, corrective structure up. Perfect, Alan. Let's go to step-by-step process. Let's go to the before. I believe this is dollar CAD. Okay, so if you go and see this one, I'm repeating, this is before 6 days ago. This is the last week's forecast. If I click play here, look at this one. After this up, we said market push to the upside, give us a corrective structure, and then up again. Look at this. So up, corrective structure, up again. 3 waves in advance. Now, the most important part, look inside the Slack what we have shared here. This one of the trades, I'll just open this for you so you can see it, I would say in bigger picture. But usually we have more than 4 strategies, and I'm repeating the advanced part, the next level teachings are inside the monthly Q&A sessions. Once you join WTW membership, you will get access to all the recording archive of the monthly Q&A sessions, okay? So for this one, after this expanding flat, we're expecting market to push to the upside. And if we go back here, after this expanding flat, let me go to the 1 hour, you will see it clearer. After this expansion here, you can call it expanding triangle as well, it's the same, and then up again. This was the trade, this was the move, and imagine just trading this one by seeing the setups and joining us and knowing that this will push to the upside. And again, this was along with, or like on top of the trades of the week, like Euro New Zealand, all the majors, like I showed you at the start of the session, okay? And also the yen pairs to the upside. We said all the yen pairs will push to the upside, and CAD yen up again. It's actually more than 50 to 100 pips to the upside. It's not small, guys, okay? These moves are huge, especially if you know how to maximize profits trading these moves. So back to the forecast, up, corrective structure up. This was amazing, perfect, accurate forecast again and again. What's next, Alan? After this corrective structure, now we're expecting market to fall to the downside. This drop, it can be impulsive or corrective, but I'll give you a hint. All of you are still watching till the end. Please, guys, don't forget to give us thumbs up and leave a comment. Like I said, I am personally reading every single comment, and I'll try my best to reply to all of them if possible. But this is actually a hint or a tip, a exclusive tip for all of you who are trading wave analysis, or they are learning wave analysis, or they want to learn wave analysis. Every structure, guys, every pattern you know, if you are a wave analyst, Elliott waves or like any wave analysis you know, okay? Any wave analysis concept you know. Any structure, any pattern, any move always starts with an impulse. This is very, very important tip to keep in mind. And if you focus on this, you'll be able to predict the next wave in a better way. And at the same time, in terms of the impulsive moves, you need to know that the impulse of the corrective structure, it's always, always, always against the previous impulse. As example, if you get this drop here, this is the start of the next structure. So this a corrective structure starts with an impulse, okay? So if you have a drop, any corrective structure, any structure, regardless, any pattern, any corrective wave that you know starts with an impulse. Take note, guys, regarding this one, because this is very, very important, all right? I'm repeating that. This is very important to know, because this will give you one more step. It will clear the image for you about how to read the structures and how to analyze the charts, okay? Because any pattern you know here about after this one, either it's a regular flat or a, let's say, contracting flat like this, or a running flat like this one. Just I'm going for all the possibilities that I can for now. Or it's like expanding flat like this. Every structure that you know, or like that market will give us, it will start with an impulse. That's why this wave is very, very important to focus on and try to analyze. I'll give you one more hint, especially for those who are liking and commenting. This wave, guys, this first move, you have to fix it and then try to analyze the structures based on it. Okay? So this is some sort of bonus for you guys regarding wave analysis. I hope this will be helpful. And it will give more sense for those of you who are really serious about learning wave analysis. So after this corrective structure here, we're expecting market to give us a drop as a correction or an impulsive wave to break this low once more. In all the cases for dollar CAD, we'll focus on the sell setups and we'll try to trade the down wave if market gives us a sell setup. Dollar yen, for this one, it's like all the pairs we said during the Sunday session, we're expecting all the pairs to pull back, to go up. And this is the move to the upside, okay? Now, this is a corrective structure for now, or part of the corrective structure, which means all of you are selling from here. You need to manage your trades, move it to break even, take some partials, and let the rest at break even, and move the rest at break even. What after this up wave? If this will be a pullback or a corrective structure, market will be falling after to the downside, okay? But this now is not a complete structure to me, which means a corrective structure to the downside is very possible. In all the cases, if we need to take any trade for now, we'll look for the sell setups for dollar yen. And this sell setup, it can take us all the way down to break this low, but this is not a high probability chance for now. unless something comes from BOJ or anything happens next week in the news that will push it to the downside. It's a different story. For now, let's focus on the drop, and this drop, it can take us all the way down to this level and probably lower than that. In all the cases, last week we forecast the market to push to the upside. It's done, and now we're expecting market to fall. We'll look for the sell setups. It's up to you which wave you want to trade. Okay, this regarding dollar yen. Bitcoin, another forecast, another asset. We said last week, especially on the Sunday session, market will go towards 74.75 before the next reaction and this reaction. Okay, so all of you who bought Bitcoin from here, don't worry, market will push back up, but now we are in a form of corrective structure. And this corrective structure, it can be just a pullback or a big corrective structure like this before the next upwave. In all the cases, market will push back up. This is what we're expecting for Bitcoin. But we can get a big corrective structure before the next upwave that will take us all the way out to break this top once more. Alan, can this be a pullback only? Yes, this can be just a pullback for a corrective structure here and then all the way up to break this top once more. Which wave to trade is up to you. It's better if market will give us a big corrective structure before the next upwave. All right, guys? For now, this is what we can see for Bitcoin, and this was an expanding flat, by the way, here for market that gave us this pullback and then all the way up. Now the exact similar thing is happening, but it might be a bigger corrective structure before the next upwave. All right, pound yen is like all the amperes. Like I said, market went up, corrective structure up. It's again another forecast, guys, another accurate forecast. Not about dollar pairs, not about the majors. I showed you the majors, I showed you gold, I showed you US oil as a commodity, I showed you dollar yen, I'm showing you now pound yen and Bitcoin as well. So almost all the pairs, guys, have gone as expected. Now pound yen, even this one, we've got this upwave. What's next? We can see market falling after. If we get a sell setup, we can go for the sell setup for this one, and the sell setup can take us all the way down, guys, to break this low once more. Okay, that's regarding pound yen. If you took this buy, you must have made money. And if you remember this forecast, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. After this complete corrective structure, we are expecting market to give us a drop. And this drop, like I said, it can take us all the way down to break this low once more. Euro New Zealand, amazing forecast, guys. If you remember, again, please, those of you who are new, do not forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon to not miss any update, and go back and watch some of our previous forecasts. This one, we have forecasted this up move from here to the upside. A lot of you who remember this one, give us thumbs up and let me know in the comment section. After this upwave here, it was a crazy push to the upside. Market gave us a drop, corrective structure drop, and we knew that this will be an expanding flat. Alan, how did you know that? Like, how can you say that actually? Because we understand, guys, market structures, and we study every single pair. We know actually what every single pair will do in terms of patterns, because this is what our members are doing on a daily basis, right? Which means we know that Euro New Zealand usually do expanding flats most of the times. Look at this one, just to give you a proof or like a hint or whatever you want to call it. This was an expanding flat here, and this was an expanding flat, and this was an expanding flat. So most of the times market will not give us a running flat for New Zealand, it will give us an expanding flat. That's why after this drop and this corrective structure, we knew that market will drop under this low and then it'll push back up. That's why during the Sunday session, we said, guys, do not miss this one. And if you miss this one, do not miss this upwave. And last week, even if you go back to the forecast here, last week we said market will correct to give us this upwave, right? So after this up move here, pull back, up, pull back. And after this one here, all the way up, we broke this top. I think, guys, this is crazy, no? You cannot find this anywhere but at Twitter Waves. I'm repeating because we are confident enough to say this one, and this is always based on what our members are saying and based on the people's feedbacks, on the traders' feedbacks, okay? At the same time, all of you guys who are wondering regarding the trades of the week and the monthly Q&A sessions, the trades of the week, guys, will be shared during the Sunday session, like I always say. And for this one, this was the CAD yen, just to show you to the upside. This was posted on the dashboard. If I go to CAD yen as well, look at this, other pairs, CAD yen, and this was the move. Okay, this was the before, this was the move. Can you see how many moves, guys, you have missed just by not joining us last week, 7 days ago? If you don't want to miss the next move, you can join us now to not miss tomorrow's session, the trades of the week, and what we'll cover during the Sunday session, what the news will be actually how the news will affect the market next week, and now we'll combine this with wave analysis. So Euro New Zealand, after this up wave, what's next? We're expecting market to give us a corrective structure, one will push up. That's what I can say for Euro New Zealand next. USD30, for this one, market is actually pushing to the upside. We've got this up, corrective structure up, and then fall. We are in a ranging mode now. In all the cases, USD30, I'm expecting market to fall, but if the XY will be falling, if dollar will be falling, we can get one push up before the next fall. In all the cases, any buy setup I will ignore personally if I'm trading USD30, and any sell setup, I'll go for it. Alan, is this needed for the structure? It's not. Is this high probability chance move? It is. Is this a tradable move? It's not. You get me, guys? So for now, if market push to the upside, I'll ignore this up wave and I'll focus on the sell setups only. This is the move. This is the trade that you need to focus on for USD30. Guys, with that note, I really hope all of you made money. You trade with care. If you don't want to miss the next wave, subscribe to WeTradeWaves membership. You will get access to the Sunday session, the monthly Q&A sessions, archive recording, and all what you can get inside the dashboard, plus the daily live sessions. With that note, you trade with care, and see all of you next week. Do not forget to like, comment, and share. Thank you very much.